Perpendicular lines. Perpendicular lines form right angles. A right angle is a 90-degree angle, okay? It's two straight lines that intersect, and the angle on both sides is 90 degrees. So this is straight up and down, okay? This is perpendicular to this line, all right? Well, we talked about perpendicular lines, and the thing about perpendicular lines is the slopes of perpendicular lines. What?
They're reciprocals, right?
They're negative reciprocals. Yep. The slope of perpendicular lines have, well, they are negative reciprocals. All that means, all a reciprocal is it's a it's like 1 divided by a fraction. All right? If you divide 1 by a fraction, what's the answer? This would be 1 over 1 divided by 3 over 2. That's what the reciprocal would be. 1 divided by that number. So how would you do that? You would invert and multiply, right? So you'd have 1 over 1 times 2 over 3. And that's 2/3. So the reciprocal of 3 over 2 is, the reciprocal is 2/3, right? The reciprocal of 3 over 2, you just take 1 and divide it by the fraction, 3 over 2, and you get the reciprocal, which is 2 over 3. Okay? All you have to do is flip them around. Okay? But this is the definition of a reciprocal. Okay? Now the slope of the perpendicular line are negative reciprocals. So for a perpendicular line, the slope would be a negative 2 over 3. Okay? It's a negative reciprocal. All right. Well, let's look at example 5. I think we talked about this, but we didn't spend a lot of time on it back in one of the previous sections. So let's take a look at example number 5. They want to find the perpendicular line. It passes through the line that passes through the point 2 and a negative 1. So this is our x coordinate, this is our y coordinate. And is perpendicular. I'll just use this little symbol. Perpendicular to, is it 2x minus 3y equals 5? Is that right? Did I get, is it 2x? Okay. Well, in order to, we need to find the slope, so we can take the reciprocal of the slope. So let's solve this for y. So to solve it for y, we're going to subtract 2x from this side, and we'll subtract 2x from this side. That goes to 0, and we get minus 3y equals a minus 2x. We can't subtract 2x from 5 because there's no x here. These are different terms. So we just have to leave it a minus 2x, and then we have to add this 5 back in. Now we divide by 3 to get rid of this, a negative 3 to get rid of this negative 3 in front of the y. Then y will be by itself. So we'll divide this by a negative 3, this by a negative 3. When we do that, we get y equals 2 divided by a negative 2 divided by a negative 3 is a positive 2/3 x minus 5/3. All right? So, here's the slope. Here is this line rewritten so that it's in a form that gives us our slope and our y-intercept. And what is the slope of this line? The slope equals 2/3. All right, everybody see that? This is y equals mx plus b. Our b is 5/3. Our m is 2/3. So our slope is 2/3. Now we want the line that's perpendicular to this line. Perpendicular. So the line that's perpendicular is going to have the negative reciprocal for a slope. Well, what's the negative reciprocal? It's going to be negative, and it's going to be the reciprocal of this. That's 1 over 2 over 3. We invert and multiply, and we get 3 over 2. So the reciprocal is 3 over 2. The negative reciprocal equals a negative 3 over 2. Okay. That's all we need to know. Now we can figure out the formula of a line that's perpendicular. So we want the formula for a line that's perpendicular. It's going to have a slope of a negative 3 over 2 and passes through the point 2 minus 1. So we know a point and we know the slope. We can use the point slope formula. That was the formula y minus y sub 1 equals m times x minus x sub 1. We just substitute the values in our point for our y sub 1 and our x sub 1. This is our x sub 1. This is our y sub 1. These are the ordered pairs. So we have y minus y sub 1 is a minus 1 equals m, which is a minus 3/2 times x minus x sub 1, which is 2. A minus is a plus. Minus 3/2 times x is a minus 3/2 x. And a minus 3/2 times 2, a minus 2, let's do that over here, minus 3/2 times a minus 2/2. We're multiplying minus 2 over 1, pardon me. We're multiplying minus 3/2 times a minus 2. Right here's where we're doing it. This cancels. So we have a minus 1 over a 1 times a minus 3. That's just going to be a plus 3. Does everybody see that? See that? Okay. We got to get rid of this 1. So we'll subtract 1 from this side, and we'll subtract 1 from this side. Y equals a minus 3/2 x plus 2. This is the formula for the line that is perpendicular. Perpendicular, this line is perpendicular to 2x minus 3y equals 5. All right? Whoops, let me move that up. This line is perpendicular to this line.